Hello and welcome to the channel. Merry Christmas if you celebrate. Happy New Year for the future, because this is recording the 28th of December. And let's do some splats. I first heard about splats from Corridor Digital, and they did another video with splats with Big Mario, but I'll show you some examples. And I found a video on YouTube by Black Mixture. Very helpful video on how to make splats. So might as well let me make a splat. I upgraded my PC. So originally I had my 3500 Ryzen 5 3500, 16 gigs of RAM and a 1660 Super, and I upgraded to a Ryzen 7 5800X, a 4070, 32 gigs of RAM. That's it. Oh, and I upgraded my power supply too. So since I have a more beefy system, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna play games that much. I only get like 10 frames per second more in Helldivers 2 and Flight Simulator 2024. You only get 10 frames more. So why not learn to do something useful with a computer? Let's do some Gaussian splatting. And for the Gaussian splats, my 3 scenes, let's see, 3 scenes? It's 4 scenes. 4 scenes, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scenes. Okay, we're getting something. So my first scene is based off, it's Christmas, and I decided to do my Christmas dinner for the splats. So let me show you the video of what that's going to be. Okay, so we did some jerk chicken, we did some jerk lamb chops, we did some ham, there's a salmon. Oh, and this is some fancy decoration that my mom did. Right. Yes, we got some out of focus elements there. I don't know how that's gonna manage. Cucumber. That we got some rice, and we got some of this veggies here. I only eat. Oh, I could just mute it, right? Yeah, I only eat the carrots and the cauliflower. I don't eat black bell peppers and all of that jazz. Did I use manual focus here? I'm not sure how the out of focus elements will work, but this is why I'm doing like double takes. Double takes. Alright, that's the first scene. That was put aside, and this is the table itself. That's a stuffing, table decor. Alright, let me just speed this up. Garlic knots from Aldi. Those garlic knots are not garlicky like at all. Waste of time. That's the centerpiece. Those Christmas tree things, they're supposed to light up, but when they light up, they don't match the decor. So my mom was like, all right, leave him off. That's 2. This is my sister's plates, because she was very fancy and she did her plate very nice. Is this also sped up? Yeah, sped up. That's her plate. I did my plate. Well, same food. And I also took my drone out, because I like a challenge. Took a drone out and I got a Christmas nightscape. So I'll also be training stuff on this. I try to do all of this in one scene. Yeah. So we have a clock tower here. I try to get all of the clock tower. And yeah, well, there's also like some parts where it's like super dark. So I actually want this vibe, but we'll see how it goes. And because this was nighttime, my drone's anti-collision sensors were not working, and we weren't very stable in flight. The reflections, I really like the reflections. Really interested to see how they would come out, because you don't see the drone in the reflections because it's a wide angle lens. And this is just me maneuvering because, as I said, it's dark and the anti-collision sensors don't see nothing. And I was literally like basically walking the drone. I was like standing right next to it, making sure it doesn't clip the tree. All right. Then that's the Christmas tree. This is what, like a 13-foot Christmas tree? Not quite sure. I deleted the SRT file, so I don't know how high I am above the ground. Then this is some more decor on the promenade. So flying towards this beginning or end of this promenade slash park, there's a bunch of traffic here. I'm not quite sure how. I'm basically curious to see how the splatting would work with all these moving objects. Again, you don't see the ground, so yeah. Try to get all of that. Lens flares. You see there's a lens flare right there with the red and the green. Again, very interested to see how the lens flares would come out. Got the snowman here. Oh, and because these signs are lit, we got some flicker, not flicker. Not quite sure what you call it. All right, let me go close to one of these lighted decorations, like not the Santa. Let's go either the snowman or the reindeer, or we're doing the angel. Ah, so you see these lines that they're going up and down on the image? Those are from my frame rate. No, not my frame rate, my shutter speed, sorry. Those were from my shutter speed. And again, very interested to see how this Gaussian splatting would handle this stuff. So this is probably like the worst case scenario, the more difficult video to process with Gaussian splatting. But let's see how it does. All right, let's do our first splat, which is the small display of our food. Going to drag that into post shot, import, and right now it is cutting up the video into different frames, into individual frames, and then it's going to do its thing. So I guess we'll stop and wait. Ooh, you hear my cooler, my CPU going. Well, you heard the cooler going. My 5800X is being cooled by the Cooler Master Liquid 240L. Let's take a look at our CPU to see what's going on. Alright, well, our CPU was like all the way being used. Now, not so much. 8 core, 16 processors. See, is my GPU being used at all? Nope. Alright, we're starting to see something. I'm starting to see the foil pan and the chicken drumsticks with the lamb chops. Did I have lamb chops in with the chicken drumsticks? Because those were done separately. But we're starting to see those. How do I move around again? Okay, right click, zoom in, zoom out. All right. Yeah, click and hold. I guess I'm middle mouse to move around. So basically, I'm kind of moving around like I would with, what do you call it? This 3D printer software around Cura, because all the different 3D 3D software I used. Blender, Maya, what else have I been using? I've been using Fusion. I learned Fusion. Blender, Maya, Fusion, Cinema 4D. They all use different ways to look around your scene. Alright, this is where we are now. It is 38%. Let's come back when it's at 100%. Alright, I did not pause the recording or anything, but something's happening. Let me zoom out. Oops. Oh! I'm sorry. That probably like hurt y'all ears. Oh! Oh, this is nice. Could I move my anchor point? I want my point of rotation to be like in the middle of this thing here. And now it's training the radiance. Alright, this is gonna bug the living daylights out of me. Can I move my anchor point? Alright, kinda. But it's not done yet, but yo! This is it. Let's see what's this doing to my CPU. Not much! It ain't doing much to my CPU, it ain't doing much to the memory. Well, the memory, this is 32 gigs. Let's see my GPU. It ain't doing much to the GPU either. Okay. Okay, I dig it. Now, what I hope is that it will use the lightest parts of the scenes and like compute this together, because during the creation of this splat, I noticed that my that my shadows, because I was using like my kitchen lights, the lights in the kitchen, and depending on where I was, I would be casting a shadow on the food, on my scene. So kind of hoping that post shot knows, hey, okay, this is the brightest part, this is how it looks when it's bright, and then suddenly it's dark. Okay, can we just use the bright part? Hopefully, I don't know, but this, yes, yummy, delicioso on my salmon. Okay, so as I'm moving this across the salmon, I'm seeing some, like, the dots go away. So I am just curious as to what's going on. Whether this is, the dots are going away because this is like exact computational footage. Well, if it's like the footage from the camera, or what? I'm not sure. I was thorough. Let's go check out at the back here with the candle. Okay. This looks pretty good actually. Okay, well, I probably should have gotten all up behind this sculpture thing, but it isn't bad. I was so worried because this was going out of focus like a lot, but yeah, this ain't bad at all. Alright, we're back. It says the train step limit of 30,000 steps was reached. So, whoa, did it, why does it keep doing that? Alright, and yeah, there's still some artifacts I would like to clean up. Okay, my first splat. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Let's see how close we can get. Whoa. Yeah. It's fine. I had a video idea. I'll have to restart it. I'll have to rethink this video idea. But yeah. Yeah. I don't mind this. Kind of unnerving when at certain camera angles it's just like, nope, we're not doing it, and there's nothing. Alright, I'm going to save it. I'm going to save this, and instead of walking you through all the process of doing the other splats, I'm just going to show you the other splats, because I think you guys would not want to sit here and just watch me be like, oh, look at that, that's so cool. So here are the other splats.